Hello everyone, so today I'll be showing you guys how to make a loading screen that actually waits for everything to load. For this tutorial, we'll need Explorer Properties and Toolbox, and to get that we're going to click View, Explore Properties and Toolbox. Let's get started on our GUI. We're going to go to our starter GUI, click this plus button, click the screen GUI, and in our Explorer we're going to scroll down until we see Ignore GUI Inset. We're going to check that. In the name, we're going to rename this to loading screen, and this is it. Now for our loading screen GUI, we're going to click the plus button and insert a frame. In our properties, we're going to set the anchor point to 0.5.5. Scroll down a bit until you see position and just type in 0.5. Now in our size, type in 1 and it should fill your whole entire screen. Let's change the color a bit. I'm going to change it to like something like this, just a little gray. I'm also going to rename my frame to main frame. Now in our main frame, I'm going to insert a image label and insert in our main frame a text label. This text label right here is going to be our text where it's going to show loading something out of something, just two different numbers. I'm going to set its anchor point to 0.5.5. I'm going to set the position to 0.5, 0, 0.6, 0. I'm going to change the size to 0.129, 0, 0.061, 0. So now that it's scaled and it'll work on any device. Now let's rename our text label to loading text. I'm going to set the background transparency to 1. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find font face. I'm just going to change this to Fyodor 1. Enable text scaled. And I'm just going to leave the text as label because we're going to make a script that changes the text. But I will change the text color to white. Now for our image label, we're going to do the same thing. Set the anchor point to 0.5.5. Then I'm going to set the position to 0.5, 0, 0.45, 0. Now I'm going to change the size to 0.08, 0, 0.112, 0. And I know it didn't change much, but it is scaled now because we want everything to be to scale so it works on any device and it looks good on any device. Now in our toolbox, I'm going to click in this drop down, select decals, and I'll just search for load. I think this is a really good loading image. I'm going to insert it, copy this texture, delete the image, go to my image label, scroll down until I see image. I'll paste what I copied. Now as you can see, there's the loading screen, but there's a background. So let's scroll up a bit, set the background transparency to 1. Let's rename our image label to spinner. Also, when you close the toolbox, you might see that the image is a little bit more wide. What we can do is we can add a UI aspect ratio. Go to aspect ratio over here in the behavior tab and put this to 1.004. And now once you close the toolbox, as you can see, it is normal. So we're done with our GUI. Now inside of our loading screen GUI, let's insert a local script. Rename this local script to main script, doesn't matter what. Local player equals game.players.local player. Local player GUI equals player wait for child player GUI. Now we're gonna get our GUI. So let's do local loading screen equals script.parent. Local mainframe equals loading screen wait for child mainframe. Local loading text equals mainframe wait for child loading text. And local spinner equals mainframe wait for child spinner. So in the 4 lines of code, we got our whole entire GUI. Now we're going to write the things to check. So local services to check equals curly brackets game get service workspace, comma game get service replicated storage, comma game get service started GUI, comma game get service starter pack, comma game get service lighting, comma game get service, sound service. What we did in here is we have a table of the services we need to check so that like it's an actual loading screen and not just fake data, which it goes from like 0% to 20 to 30 and like just so on. Now we're gonna write a piece of code that picks places in Roblox where the assets such as parts, GUIs, sounds, and etc. where they are stored. So let's do local assets equals curly brackets for underscore comma service in I pairs services to check do for underscore comma descendant in I pairs service colon get descendants do table dot insert assets comma descendant. So again, we get assets from all of these services and something like parts, GUIs, sounds, etc. Now let's do local total assets equals hashtag assets local loaded count equals 0 loading text dot text equals quotation marks loading 0 slash we're gonna outside of our quotation marks we're gonna do space dot dot space total assets. So again, we'll look through all of these services and collect everything that is inside of them. Now we're gonna make a code that will spin the spinner. Local run service equals game colon get service run service. Local spinning equals true. Run service dot render stepped colon connect function dt. If spinning, then spinner dot rotation equals spinner dot rotation plus brackets 180 times dt. So basically 180 degrees per second. Now we're gonna load our assets. So local content provider equals game colon get service content provider for underscore comma asset in I pairs assets do pcall brackets function content provider colon preload async curly brackets asset. Now outside of the end we're gonna do loaded count plus equals 1, so add 1, and loading text dot text equals quotation marks loading space outside of the brackets we're going to do space dot dot space loaded count space dot dot space quotation marks slash outside of the brackets again space dot dot total assets. I know this might be a little confusing, but make sure you guys have this. So over here we were searching for assets and it shows how much assets we have, but here in this piece of code we're loading them and we're also showing it in our text. Basically, to summarize this, we ask Roblox to load each asset, and every time something loads we add +1 and update the text. Now we're gonna stop the spinning by doing spinning equals false. And last, let's fade out our loading screen and destroy it. For I equals 1, 30 do mainframe the background transparency equals I divided by 30 loading text dot text transparency equals I divided by 30 spinner dot image transparency equals I divided by 30 and run service dot render stepped colon wait. Last line of code, we're gonna do loading screen colon destroy. So once this is done, we finished, so the spinner is gonna stop spinning and we're gonna slowly make everything fade away. Let's try it out. As you can see, it is loading. Bam! there is our game. Let's do this one more time. So as you can see, 288, and there you go. Once it loaded, it faded away, and we're in the game. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss out on another post. Also, join the Discord in the description below to get the script from this video. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Goodbye.